guys hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Jesus. Hey, Miss Tasha, can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on, let me try something. Can you hear me now? All right, NATO, can you hear me? Let me know if I'm breaking up because I can move from this spot. All right. Okay. All right, how's everybody doing? Hey, Brown Sugar. I turned it over, so hopefully, I don't know if how it's going to flip on the screen. We'll have to see. I hope it don't mess up the video. If it do, I'll delete it. All right, cool. Hey, NATO B, Dustin. Hey, Red Rose V 101, what's up? Welcome to the channel. NATO B, what's up, baby? Miss Tasha, what's up? Quan, obviously, Dustin Quinn, what's up, baby? What's up? Hey, I was like, man, I was gonna call you later tonight, man. Oh, how's it going? It's going good. I'm here in Denver, Colorado at King Super right now. Lo was supposed to get here at noon, but the shipper, when I got there at 5, the load wasn't ready until late in the evening, and I was out of hours. So then they were going to try to T-call the load yesterday. They couldn't find nobody to T-call. So they didn't tell me we'll keep it. But it was a lot of phone. I'm not a phone person, and this is smaller companies. I have come to the conclusion they love the phone. I don't like being on the phone with you a lot. I like things in writing. So if anything's not right, I'll come back. Oh, here's another one of our company people here. Oh, they got a kid up. I'm not telling the company I'm with, but the name of my company is Dahl Lewis LLC, which I'm gonna put a picture of that up here. That'll be my thumbnail for this one later on. I'm in an International 2019. When I got it, it had just under 25,000 miles on it. I've not been a fan of the International truck. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about what I've picked up so far. Now, the good part that I like is that it's a Cummins engine. The other good part is that the turning radius on this bad boy is off the chain. It turns on a dime. Almost, I would say your best turning radius is a Volvo and then this truck. What I don't like is the interior is very cheaply made. I'll do a tour later. But like my bunk I was sharing with Jose, these folks didn't even create like on a shoot. I didn't even think on a K-Dub. I can't remember what a bunk looks like on a K-Dub. It's been years. But hold on, what's the B? What is it? Hold on for a second. I had something B. Hold on for a second. Just making sure. Only if I get a call, I might have to hang up because I'm waiting for them to call me with a dock door. So on the K-Dub, what I will tell you, nice backing. On the K-Dub liner, they have a plastic built-in bunk, so you can lift your bunk. It's a frame. It's International. These things are put in for you to put the mattress on, and the edging of it is some plastic piece, and then they screwed it down so you can't even lift it. It's so cheap. And I can't remember, but I think it was the same way back in 2010 and 11 when I had them. And this is a truck that I drove before too. I drove this when I was with Conway. This was my truck, not this year obviously, but International was a truck I had when I was at Conway. And then when I teamed at Swift with Mike, it was fun. So y'all always see me wearing Swift, but this is Oklahoma City, and this is a trucking company as well. So y'all always see me wearing company shirts. I have a ton of them. I be telling y'all don't always know where I'm at. So this company has a terminal in Denton, Texas, though. That's gonna be my home terminal. Um, so what I don't like is stuff is already breaking on the truck. So like, or either broken. When I got the truck, you know, you have the little sliding table that comes out that's your in the back that's your you can write on it like a desk, or you can use it to prepare food. Well, the whole hinge part has separated from it, so it took me everything I could just to push it back in. So I'm gonna see if they can fix that. The knob done fell off of whatever the control is for the radio in the back. And speaking of the radio, so one of the things for a trucker that we like is I listen to a lot of music. I listen to talk radio, I listen to music. And I have to admit, I have not been in any truck. I don't even remember it being like this in the 2011 International. But this sound system in here sounds like a damn tin can. It sounds like if you had Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey singing, and you know they can sing, they would be singing in some tin cans. It sounds horrid. I was like, wow, this is, I can't, like they went to the swap meet for the speakers. These folks with International is cheap as hell. Oh, sweet mother. Anyway, the sound system is hard. As far as running, though, the running of the truck and the ride is actually, that I enjoy. It's very smooth. It reminds me of that 2019 Freightliner. I don't know which one's smoother. But in the Freightliner, like the 17, I always had to pee a lot because the Freightliner kind of shaky freight for a reason. It has a natural vibration to it. So it's like your bladder is like, and so I think that's why you had to go to the bathroom so much. And I knew there's a lot of people that told me they had to go to the bathroom a lot on the Freightliner. So yeah. Anyway, I'm waiting to be unloaded here at 1700, and I rode in here right or something, and I killed it yesterday. I was like probably between 58 and 62 miles an hour, and I had the cruise control. I knocked out some miles with just around 6 hours. The Cummins engine is amazing. I'm getting back used to, I have super singles on this truck and on the trailer, so I'm getting a little used to that. I haven't had super singles in a while. I'm going to talk a little bit and then I'll go back and talk questions. So I haven't had super singles in a while. Super singles, I lost you again. Hey J601, anybody else having problems hearing me? A truck just moved, so I don't know if that's messing with my connection. Anybody having problems hearing me? Because I can drive and see if I can find another location. Okay, give me a second. This is a warehouse, so it could be where I'm at. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's a beacon. Oh. I guess it's doing, I don't know what the thing is doing. It's the system is doing so. I'm gonna drive here and y'all tell me when y'all hear me good. Let me know. I'm gonna try moving in a different area. Let me try this. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if we get better signal here. lights can interfere, but they got a big staging area, so they got plenty of room to park. I hope you don't think it was him. One of the company drivers that's with the company, he parked next to me, but I'm just trying to get better cell reception. And it had nothing to do with him. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Can y'all hear me okay? Is that better? Okay, a lot better. All right, cool. So here, I'm gonna turn it around so y'all can see. Hey, Black Nation TV, what's up? All right, so hopefully y'all hear me better. But anyway, so the sound system in this truck sucks. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with driving it. How's that California life? One of my other adopted people. So the truck, no, it's Black Nation TV. Is Cali. It's Tommy Boy. I can't remember where you at, but we talked before. The truck, I mean, it's a nice interior. I haven't been in an international. I'm gonna turn this off, y'all. Hold on. I have APU on here. I have what's called an auto start stop electric system. So what happens when the voltage goes down too low, it kicks the truck on. I have temperature control in the back for AC and heat, but I also have a bunk heater too, so I can use either or. The refrigerator is hardwired in. That I love. What I don't like is that it's small. It's not as big as the one that I have on my Freightliner. It's just storage. The DirecTV, HBO, and all that stuff. So, this company, this is lease purchase, Black Nation. The trucks are not. Oh, that's a nice one. We gotta pee. The trucks are nice. They do have company. They do have lease. Because I'm based out of Texas now, it is lease only for the area I was in, which was fine because it's something I wanted to try. So I always tell people, I'm trying it. If it work, it work. If it don't, it don't. It's a walkaway lease. That's one of the things I look for. But I'm not a fan of the International. Absolutely hate the International. It's just such a cheaply made truck. And the sad part is, it could be really a nice truck. The ride is nice. They got a Cummins engine on it. That's a plus. But interior-wise, this truck's 2018 and shit's falling apart. Cabinet, the magnet is, I'm like, y'all, really? The plyboard bunk, I'm like, who thinks of this? You know, and then you go ask $100,000 for these trucks. You own crack cocaine. So, yeah. Folks got issues. Anywho, I got chicken. I'm delivering chicken here. But Denver is pretty right now. Lots of snow. Yeah, you in Cali, though, Black Nation. I got a zero desire to be in Cali. I'm in Texas. I'll be home quite a bit more, and I like being a little bit over the road. They'll have me home a little bit more, and once I get my TWIC card, I think they'll kind of open up some other options. So I got 60 days. I got to get my TWIC card. I'll be doing that. It was just the first real portion was moving this over to what's it called? Oh wow, he got like millions and millions of miles with the company. The first portion of this was really about moving this over to Texas, and I did that. My next move is get my hazmat back and get the TWIC card. So then I'll be doing some port stuff, and then they really work on me on my home time, which I really like. I feel like it's going to be really very, very good, and I got to talk to several. I was referred into this company, and the guy who referred me in has 2 years with the company, but he got over 30 years of driving experience. So my buddy Jose, who's on here, hooked me up with him. So I'm gonna give them their fair shot. As with all companies, they do Slick Willie stuff. Well, Jose, how new is it? Because I thought it was a 2019. Is it new? Because if it ain't broke, I kind of was happy it had 25,000 miles on this truck, except there was a smoker in here. And I think somebody who had a cat. I got through the cat hair stuff because I went in here and cleaned it up. How many miles did we got on this? He backed the hell out this truck. Let me see what he got going on. Hold on, y'all. Oh, he got a shitload of awards. He's a million mile safe club. He got 2011 all the way up to 2017. Best of the best. That's a nice. And he's in a KW gray. That's a beautiful truck. Or is that Peterbilt? That's a Peterbilt. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Pete, y'all. I'm not a fan of the Pete. But KW and Pete are the same company. KW is like the Toyota of the Peterbilt line. Okay. Well, I got some stuff I had to take down and fix. I ain't worried about it because it's minor, just interior stuff, and I don't know what they're gonna be able to fix it. I don't know if they can fix that slide out door. It's a hot ass mess. I'm gonna see if they can fix it or not, but it's a hot ass mess. Okay, I don't know if the other dude got called or he just moving his truck. But I went ahead and moved. Everybody moved over here. There's another guy. The guy that's parked next to me. He might got called back. He might have an appointment for that time. Looks like he going in. Yeah, he going in. So he going back. The other one, I'll get called to a door. I'll see when they call me. Anywho, because I think they just gonna fit me in. Because like I said, I was supposed to be 12 noon, so they might be just fitting me in. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I know Dale wants this one. I'm not a KW fan either. I'm a Freightliner fan, but if I go doing this, I'm usually meant for tall guys. So I'm short. So KW is usually meant for tall guys. Let me go through the comments and see what's going on. But I'll give y'all a tour later of the truck and show it to you. It's kind of a hot mess because I'm still settling in. And I'm hoping to get me back to Arizona so I can get my stuff. I had to buy some sheets at Walmart. I brought the blankets. I need to go get my laundry soap. I don't have my Atlas, my road Atlas, which I'm a big one on. So I'm going to get me something. They had me pre-planned with another load from here in Denver, going to Dodge City and picking up beef and then going to Tennessee. But because this one they loaded it late, it is what it is. So they'll take that off me. Let's see here. The government loads, Dustin, are the port, and I don't have my TWIC card yet. Now, I can still do port work, but then they have to pay for an escort. So they asked us, they had us sign something saying we will be getting our TWIC cards within 60 days. So I got to look into how to get the TWIC card, and I'll be going through that process. And I'm also going to get my hazmat back on, because usually the TWIC background check and the hazmat background check are exactly the same. And my understanding is both of them, it's the same company, though, that has a government note. Let's see here. Sean Taylor, who do I drive for? I don't tell who I drive for. Right now, I'm lease purchased, so it's me, kind of. But I'm leasing, obviously, through a company. And I don't think that I'm going to tell who I drive for. Unless people reach out to me in the background and they're looking for jobs. Then I may, depending on my talks with them, I may tell them to come here. I may tell them to go to another company. It just depends on what's going on. Like, I have one person, she tried to go over to the company I was with before and just had a horrid experience. But that's who she said she's going to. I had recommended her other stuff. And I told her she was only going to probably last 6 months to 12 months. And it was less time than that. She lasted like, I don't even know, she lasted 30, 45 days. Maybe 60 at the most. Am I enjoying the new truck? I like the ride. Like I said, the sound system is horrible. Oh, so they told us in the class that somebody had gotten this truck, this type of truck, this International, and he took the truck to some sound place and had all new speakers put in, kicker speakers, After listening to the sound system, I know why. My sound system in my Freightliner, in the Volvo, even back in the day, bumping. This right here sound like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston singing through some tin cans having a fight. It's ratchet. It's horrid. Let's see here. JJ601, I'm in Denver, Colorado right now. I was going to be on my way to just outside of Nashville, but that would have been a couple days. It would have been like the end of the month. But unfortunately, that load was taken because I have to deal with this one because they loaded the chicken late. Let's see here. All right, and it's Tommy Bland, seen you in a. That's who I remember. Tommy, well, you asked for some background on what I did other than trucking. I haven't seen you in a while, but welcome back to the channel because I haven't seen you in a while. Black Nation TV, I know you, son, from the old company. Oh, Black Nation TV, you'll enjoy this. My check take home was like $80 for the last check, minus whatever came out for insurance and taxes when I left them. So it was nothing. But at that point, I was done, so I didn't really do much anyway. I was so like, I'm done. Let's see here. And a 2019 with the starter not working, that's weird. Grumpy Smurf, Brown Sugar. Grumpy Smurf. We'll talk about that in a minute. Oh, y'all. Okay, so Brown Sugar asked about Pops. So I don't know if I let y'all know that before I left, the car broke down in the driveway of Whataburger. And Grumpy Smurf, oh, my sweet mother of God. That brother don't know. He doesn't. My dad looked for women who were sugar daddies to him, or sugar mamas to him. So when he was out there being what he thought was a playboy, cool or whatever, to be like almost like a little pimp, playing females, he looked for females who, just issues, dog, issues. As far as to me, what a man is, I'm gonna go here. And he's my biological father. The Bible says, try to respect your parents. I'm trying. But as a man, he sucks. He just sucks. He don't know how to change a light bulb in a car, y'all. No, he don't. He don't know how to change a light bulb. He don't know how to, he don't know how to change a light bulb in a car. He don't know how to jump a battery. And I don't think it's that he don't know. He don't want to know. Because this man worked on the railroad as a brakeman switchman. He had this lady he was seeing, and I guess his water was out, and then they broke apart and they're friends. Hey, Ray, for two. Thanks, I'm hoping it works out too. But if it don't, you know, it's trucking. You can always try something else. You just find me things. That's why it's like, hey, I'm not one of these people on here. We're going to talk about that. Give me a second. I'm finishing my dad. I'm going to come back to that. Thank you. I'm going to talk about that too. She brings fuel tank princess. I'm going to be talking about that LLC thing because the way they did mine here is the quick one, but I'm going to do the more in-depth too. My father, he just sucks. He couldn't tell me how to jump the battery on his car. I was like, bro, I'm hanging up with you because I need to handle this. Because it's your car, it's not my car. But you don't know how. Well, the battery, I think it's under the back seat, what they told me. So do I have to raise the back seat to jump it? No, I don't know. See, I had this Mexican dude come, and he jumped it for me, and he did it through the engine. Where'd he do that on the engine? Hold on. Crazy as hell. Oh, you can right, Brown Sugar, you can't jump a damn battery. Hey, African Valet, what's up? You can't jump a battery, and you a dude. You a dude. His other, the whole light out there has to be done by the professional. Some of them just change the bulb. And I said, hey, your light's out on your car. You have to change the bulb. Hold on. We'll just take it to Mitch. Mitch is his mechanic. I said, okay. So got the next morning. I went in there, opened the hood. All you do is open the hood and look. That's too much work for him. Too much work. Him and his boy. Him and his brother Trump. Like I said to him, they need to be brothers. Two grown-ass males. 70-year-old males. Ain't grown men, grown males. So young lady he had seen a long time ago went over there. She got pissed at him. She went to he would take a shower because his water was out, and he went to take a shower, and she said, she basically he said, well, your water pressure is really low, and she got mad at him. And he didn't answer. She got an attitude with me. I said, as she should. You a man with a penis, and you used to see this woman, and you can't go to the hardware store and fix her shower head. I know how to change a shower head. Well, I'm not mechanically inclined. No, it's not that you're not mechanically inclined. You worked on the railroad for over 30 years as a brakeman switchman. Y'all, he's switching the tracks at the train. That's a very mechanical job. How in the hell? I come from a corporate background. I can crack this engine open and do a few things in it. I can crack a car open. My first car was a Volkswagen. There's things I would do on my little Volkswagen. It's not hard engine to work, y'all. And you got a penis. I'm sorry. That's part of the kind of the requirement of being what's called a man, is being able to handle your shiznit. Anyway, couldn't tell how to get the battery jump, but I figured it out. There's so on the Buicks, on some Cadillacs, I guess, the batteries are under the back seat, are in front of a terminal that goes all the way to the front of the engine. Usually has some kind of cap on it to indicate that it's the plus terminal. The negative, and put it somewhere on the metal in the car to ground it. Put the red on the red, which is the positive. Jump the car. Here's what else wrong with it. And yeah, Ray for Tube, I would appreciate it if it was just old age, but he's been like this even before the age of 70. This was him all his life. He's a person that he's been like this all his life. It's just gotten worse now that he's older. So this ain't new behavior. This behavior just intensified now that he's older. So now that he's older, he's just set in his ways, and it's just even worse. So that was over 10 years ago that I'm telling you about the shower story. And that would put him in his like 50s, 60s, or whatever, 10, 15 years ago. And so it's just who he is. He's had women do everything for him. His detriment were my grandparents. That he was their only child. They made him think the sun, the moon, and the stars rose for him. His stepmother was the same way. My great aunt, his aunt was the same way. And they spoiled him. And so he has some kind of mindset that females are supposed to do something for him. And I think it's a country thing too. We have a cousin that's in Oklahoma. And I always get younger women than him, like 10, 20 years younger than him. And I don't know how he did it, because he looked a hot-ass mess back in the day. Because John looked older than me back in the day. And John is, I think, younger than my dad. But John always looked old because he's just kind of a hardcore dude. But he always get young chicks. And he always got chicks that did shit for him. He came out to check on my dad, and neither of these two people can get that up their ass and clean a 2-bedroom apartment. Sweep and mop the floor. Wipe down the bathroom, vacuum the rooms, wash some dishes. So John decides him nor my dad want to clean the house. So he calls his sisters in Oklahoma. John calls John's sisters in Oklahoma. These two ladies drove all the way to Lubbock. One slept on the couch. I think one crashed on my dad's bed. And the next day, these two ladies cleaned the apartment. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all can walk and stand and piss over a toilet. But that's a woman thing, Jay. No. Yes, they did. Yes, they. I lied not brown sugar. You should see my face on that phone. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's some weird shiznit. And they dumb enough to see, and it's a country thing, and it's a Lubbock, Oklahoma. I can't. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So when I worked for Wells Fargo, one of the ladies I know, she called me her mentor, but she was actually my supervisor at Wells Fargo. She called me mentor because I got more management experience. How he came like that? Oh my God! Hold on. So this sister, she waited for this dude, her daughter's father to get out of prison for some stuff he did. 6 years she waited for him. She said he sold his drugs to help her. It's too much for me. So she's got 2 sons by another man. She got the daughter by him, and he gets out of prison. He's in the house, 2 boys in the house. Why was she on Facebook looking for somebody to come and do the landscaping and clean her yard? I'm getting ready to go here. And I'm not trying to have a double standard, but else you are built in a way there's things you're able to do. You got 3 penises. You got 2 sons and this Negro you were laying with. And none of them can go out and clean the damn yard and cut some trees and cut some grass. I did that at my house. And I'm a girl. He got his son, showing his son right now how to cut grass. I said, thank you for showing him to be a man. Because I think it's ridiculous that you got somebody with a penis in your house and they can't cut the lawn. They can't cut the tree. They can't go wake up some. And you on Facebook asking folks for a landscaper. Are you shitting me? I wish I had 2 sons. And my sons couldn't go out and clean my... Oh, y'all, I get a twitch. It's crazy as hell. I wish a ninja would. Beat the hell out of you. Why? Oh, I looked at that post and I said, Shannon, you can't say nothing. Go on, just pass it. Because I passed it. Because I knew, I'm like, I can't. Y'all, I can't. So I had to tell that story. I had to tell that story. Whew, sweet mother of God. Anyway, let's see here. I'll go back and see what. So I want to answer some questions. So somebody asked about, let's see, me about the LLC. Hold on. All right. Ray for two again. Thank you for the wishes for success. She brings fuel. So the LLC or soul. All right. Okay. So, Ray. Let's see here. She brings truck tree stuff to Tanker. My Tanker girl was asking a question. I think it was. She said she has her EIN number and she has a sole proprietorship. I am mine is an LLC individual, and I'm going to change it to a LLC, either S or C corp. Okay, and I'm also going to do an EIN number. The reason I'm doing it like that is because what I researched was, and turn that light on. That's the other thing. This truck don't have a lot of light in it. Don't have a lot of light. Let me turn that light on. Turn that on. Turn the lights on. Let's turn those lights on too. Set you up with an individual LLC, which is under your own social, and so you can deposit it in your account. You don't really, what I have studied, that's not really the best method. So what I've got to do is I already talked to the credit union. My dad had put me on, well, I have my own account, but he introduced me to his credit union. I joined it. It's the Railroad Credit Union in, what's the name of that damn city? It's just outside of Slayton, Texas. Little city outside of Lubbock. And so I'm with the Railroad Credit Union. I went back there because I hate banks. I really hate banks. I work for banks. I just know they're very corrupt. So I'm not a big fan of banks. They do a lot of fees and everything like that where you don't have that with credit unions. So I asked her, do they open up business accounts because I need business checking and savings? She said yes. I have to go in. She wants me to have my articles of incorporation or my LLC paperwork, which I have, for a sole proprietor. I mean, for an individual. But I don't have the EIN. So when I get back home, get on the internet, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to make that transition to make it from a sole or individual LLC to either S Corp or C Corp. What I'm doing now is researching which one of those is the best. And so I'm going to be switching it to that and then doing the EIN. Right now, just having the LLC is a protection because it limits your liability if an accident happens, something like that. So that much is protection. I'm going with what the one they have right now. I'm going to also be signing up for OIDA, and then I've got to finish out getting my healthcare insurance set up. Yeah, I have something that's been there. I have at home. I might have one with me. But they're in my Arizona storage unit, and they're, like I said, I've asked for them to get me back. They don't go a lot through Arizona and California. I know they do have some stuff because I've seen this company going through there, but I haven't seen them there a lot. So mainly what they ride is everything east of the Colorado line. So everything north, south, and east thereof. I did get talked to my driver manager. She's only been with the company 6 months. So she's relatively new. We're learning each other. But I do like her because she's there all the time and she's very engaged. As with any driver manager, I always set my expectation. I tell them who I am. I tell them if I get frustrated, this was going on. I tell her, but I'm very much a note person, so I sent the note stuff. Yeah, you want an LLC? I would just do sole proprietorship in the business name and pay yourself from it. When it going directly into your account, because it confuses taxes. So my first month is going to be a little jacked, and then I got to find me somebody to handle my accounting. I know I was on Facebook. Anybody has questions, don't forget, you guys hit me up on Facebook, and I'll hook you to some of the groups. Black CDL holders, there's a lot of owner ops in there, and I journaled that down. I have it written down. I'm hoping I brought it with me, but if I didn't, it's in my storage unit. And I want to go back to that company because they do handle your tax paperwork, and I was reading on them, and they were really good. I just don't off the cuff remember what the company was. I'm hoping I either saved it on my laptop or I have it written down with me. If not, it's in the storage unit in the paperwork, so I'll get to it. Eventually, I'll be moving my stuff out to Texas. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be living in, I'll be living in Lubbock for a minute, but I'll be going to eventually moving somewhere else. Yeah, I'm gonna get an accountant. I need an accountant to handle a whole bunch of stuff for me. Not only that, I've got some older stuff that I need to handle too. When I was down with the fracture, I didn't file that year, so I need to handle that. And I want to make sure everything's up to date, because part of me getting some of my financial stuff in order to handle some tax stuff. So I'm gonna get all that in order. And I do need a really good business accountant, and I also want them to help me sit down with them and talk to them about what my best business moves are, as if this is how I go, how to do that. Ms. Tasha, I am going to be in Lubbock, Texas. I know nobody in Lubbock. Matter of fact, I need to handle some financial stuff, and I'm going to have to, I think where I'm going to actually get my financial help is in where my company is located in Denton, because Denton is a suburb of Dallas. And when I was there, I was like, oh, it's a little college. It's actually a college town. I forgot what university or college is there. But I didn't know Denton was that big. ADP, She Brings Fuel, is great. A lot of major corporations use ADP. I don't know what they charge, though, because a lot of big corps use ADP. So you could call them, but don't forget there's some other ones on there. Go on to, if you haven't hooked to me, go ahead and hook to me on Facebook or the Trucker 411. And then send me a message. You can use Trucker Dollar, it'll hook to me. If you send me a message, I just check my messenger messages. I don't check them all the time because I sometimes have to clean them out because this phone sucks. And as soon as my money starts rolling, me and AT&T are back on, y'all, because Ghetto Mobile and me are done. I'm so over this phone right now. I don't know what to do. Plus, I want to have Wi-Fi in the truck. And I'm probably going to have two phones. I'm probably going to have an Android and an iPhone. And I'm going to use one of them for just Wi-Fi. Or when I'm talking to y'all, I can actually look. But She Brings Fuel, ADP, don't only look at them. I'm one of those people, and something I tell my dad. Not saying you are or aren't, I don't know your finances. But you're not like in the league of some of these bigger businesses. So it might work for you, depending on what you're doing in your business. But you might find a less expensive alternative to handle your stuff for you that is just as good, maybe even better, for your situation. So on Black CDL holders, yeah, I call my phone Ray for two. I call it the ghetto phone. This phone is ghetto as hell. The service, it's a Sprint service. It's a Sprint prepaid service. It sucks, but it's what I needed when I fractured my ankle, and I just have to pay off my AT&T equipment. Once I do, I'll turn my phone back on, and I right now have an old Samsung Galaxy from a couple years ago. I'm gonna turn that back on, and then I'm gonna pick me the newest iPhone, the largest one they got. and I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a Samsung. I have to find out what the next largest or better. People that's turning off. What the next best Android is. But anyway, there was a company that they used because somebody has something he had to file with the IRS. He recommended this company, and when I went to go, I just decided to go look because I was reading the blog or the content of that message, and it looked like it was a pretty legit company. And the dude took the information. This was about back when I fractured my ankle because I was reading through a lot of stuff on becoming owner op. So I'm going to see because I wrote the information down. I had AT&T before and I loved it. I worked for Verizon. Verizon is overly expensive, and so AT&T was fine. I also have what's known as a phone broker. A friend of mine, her ex-husband. She's that baby. That's what I'm be talking to because that woman she helped him set up his beauty shop. She actually has a phone broker, and he brokers your plan. So as soon as I have my phone back on, I'll be calling him to broker me a good plan. And I want 2 phones. And I think he sets her up with her phones every year or whenever she has a renewal, he handles it. And I talk to him, and he can get my rates low and everything. So I'm going to talk to him and see what he can do because he was able to get a cheaper plan than what I was on because I was paying some big money for my AT&T service. But yeah, I like the AT&T when I was over the road. Service was phenomenal. I can't think of any word my AT&T did not work. I really can't think of it. Oh, hold on. What's going on, Jimmy? Let me make sure we plugged in, y'all. Thought we was plugged in. Are we plugged in? Hold on. Let me make sure we plugged in. Or it might be because the truck is off. Hold on. Okay, remember I told you stuff is tearing up? Why did I just pull out the whole console for the damn 12 volt? Hold on. I turn it on for a minute. So, it should automatically turn on with the 12 volts. Or it should turn on its own, but it has to get down to a certain. We'll just turn it on like that for a minute. And then I'll go back. I have to start something up. Oh, I know how to do it. Give me a minute, y'all. Ooh, stay the hell away from T-Mobile. T-Mobile service is just as bad as Sprint's. Horrid. Going from T-Mobile to AT&T? Yeah, run, don't walk. I used to have T-Mobile. Oh, horrid. That service is just as... I don't know who's worse. And they're supposed to be merging. I don't know who's worse, Sprint or T-Mobile. They both bad. AT&T and Verizon are going to be your best choices. And I'm going to tell you right now, I will always say AT&T because it's cheaper than Verizon. Give me a minute, y'all. That's the other thing I like. This truck is small. I know, y'all. Y'all know I put my clown shoes on. Give me a sec, y'all see my big fat butt. Oh, and that's the other thing that I didn't like. I don't have any front curtains, so I had to go get temporary curtains. You can buy them. Back in the day, they had them, and I had to go. It was $40, but they didn't with the front curtain, only the bunk curtain. I think one dude had got one, and I don't know if they. In the 2019, his was like 21,000 miles on it, and it had. But this one, you can tell they've never had a bunk curtain. It's not even a screw on here. Here. Yeah, so it's a phone broker, and I don't know where she met him, but he set her up, and she been using him ever since. And then she always refer people to him. And he basically broke her phone service. I know he's in Arizona. I don't know if he does all over the country. But it's fine because I want to keep an Arizona number, so that's fine. Anybody else having problems? Turn it off. Anybody else having problems with the service? Okay. Ready for tube, you might have to reboot it because I moved the truck because everybody was having issues because I was real close to the warehouse. But I'm not close to the warehouse now. So, yeah, I'm away from it. But other than that, yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not too bad. I mean, it's a nice truck. It's just cheap. It's just a very cheaply made truck. And that was my biggest thing because I knew that from when I drove it back in 2010. It's Bill calls it a cornfield Cadillac. He had one when he was at Saya, and he said it's a cornfield, called a cornfield Cadillac. And then my dad said they call them road binders. And I'm like, okay, I don't know, but I'm not a fan. Not a fan at all. I'm gonna have to keep it idling for a little bit, just for the battery. Oh shoot! I'll keep it idling for a little bit for the battery, the phone. Yeah, right. I'm gonna charge it for a little bit. It's like okay. Okay, yeah. Sometimes it's just because I moved the truck location so that we could get a better signal because I was real close to the warehouse over here. I'm delivering here to King Super, so and I think this might be why all of the trucks are over here because there's a big empty area in front where you check in with the guard shack, and everybody else is over here now. So I don't even know if they're over here because they're waiting for appointments. But I went ahead and moved the truck over here. So they're supposed to call me when they have a door, and I gave my truck. I think I gave my truck number. So I guess if they need to, they'll come out here and knock on the truck. Or I have no idea. I'm here. I'm not even gonna worry about it because right now I'm only down. I think I only have like 20 hours anyway. Let me see what I got on here. Hold on. I'm getting used to this PeopleNet, which is their version of the Qualcomm. Let me see what my summary is for the week. I'm getting used to it. You have to have a stylus because this thing don't work otherwise good. I do like having the fridge. Matter of fact, when I get out here, I found a quick little thing to make, which is kind of cool. I saw this on TV and I did it. It's kind of vegetarian if you want it to be. Yeah, I only got 29 hours left of the week right now, so I could run some more. But if I'm getting a little reset, it's cool. So I'll tell y'all. And hummus, and so I used it. They had a spicy hummus at Walmart, and I like technology, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But the tostada, so tostada, like the hard shells that you can get, the Mexican hard shells, and then you take some hummus, whatever hummus they had. I think they had like avocado hummus or some kind of spicy hummus, and I got a spicy hummus. I got a black bean hummus. I'm gonna do that tonight. Some of that pico de gallo stuff and some salsa, and you have to have some chopped up cucumbers on it. Problem is, I had gotten little cucumbers, and the little refrigerator got so cold it froze some of my veggies. So I couldn't even do cucumber. I got a bell pepper though. I'm gonna try bell pepper tonight. And this time I got the spicy black bean hummus. I'm gonna do that one tonight. And then I had some salsa through on there. It was actually pretty good. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for dinner tonight. I got sandwich meat too. Yogurt drinks. Yeah. I just got some quick stuff that I can eat. Obviously chips and salsa. I love chips and salsa. I did that too, so. And I'm still a lot of bit draining, but I'm doing better. It's weak to say that. Quan usually is on me about it. But that's it. No. As far as PeopleNet, I'm getting used to it because it's something I've never used before. I had to figure out the logs and had to go correct the logs for orientation. So I got that all up to date. So now my hours are closer to what's supposed to be on here. So I said, all right, y'all, I got to go back to truck in. But y'all know how I do. 2 and 2, peace. I'll be checking in with y'all later. They gave me a door. Peace.